Great. Thank you, Mav, for going first. You're the best. How's it going, iDub? His best. Nine was better than 7. Those heretics. Nah, I'm pretty okay with that, honestly. Of all the Final Fantasies to put over 7, 9 is like the best one, in my opinion. It's not my second favorite, but if you're gonna put a game above 7, either 9 or 6, I would say is fair. That is a fair opinion to have. I mean, every opinion is fair to have, but that one's more understandable to me. If you want to say that Final Fantasy II is the best Final Fantasy, that's in your own right to say. But I could agree easily with 9 being one of the best. Oh look, it's Alien Dracula. My favorite villain. Do I want to use Cure 3 now? Does Cure 3 hit all? I forget. Oh, nice. I have 2 casts of Cure 3 now when next time I rest. No, Cure 3's 1 ally. Alright, I'll wait. All living things were born to die. No one can defeat me, the vampire. The vampire, capital V. Oh my god, look at him. He's just creeping. Big creep. Alright, here's the question. Do I use Harm 3 on him? Let's do it. Punch that vampire right in the face! Wow. Ron is just like, 2 hits, critical hit, terminated. Hasta la vista, vampire. Oh my god, we got this far, and then this happens. Please God, no. No one can defeat me. Please. 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 Alright. We're gonna be alright. We're gonna make it out okay. Maybe. 2 of them survived. That's 1 more than I wanted to survive. I'm sorry, I have to do that every time because it cracks me up. There's a stone plate on the floor. You sense something evil? Okay. Wait! I can't see. If you pause the game, you can see the stairs underneath the plate. That's actually really funny. I don't think I can do this yet. Whatever it is. Those are some evil stairs. Alright, we just gotta get out of here alive. That's not a good start. Thank you so much for the $5, Dean. Appreciate it, man. It's good to have you here. Stone plates are like onions. They make you cry. I don't think the vampire dropped anything, no. No. It's alright. Braun is like Mega Tank now. I don't think Braun has taken any more than 1 damage from anything in this dungeon. Dean, thank you for the sub as well. Appreciate it, man. Welcome to the crew. Happy to have you here for the long run. Yeah, he's gotten stoned, but I don't think he's taken like any damage. Warrior too strong. Yeah, Earth did like 100 damage to my White Mage and 10 damage to Braun. I'm not sure I've even ever done an ailment to the enemies. Like, ailments just do not work very well. I'm waiting to find an enemy that slow works on and just makes him useless, but so far no dice. Yeah, it's funny to see, even in these old games how much things change over time and, like, things that are found. I remember, you know, I said this before, when I did my original Let's Play of this game a million years ago. Oh god. I had said that it was like a popular meme that the 4 White Mage team was the worst, and people were doing like challenge runs of 4 White Mages, and it was taking them like a million hours to get through the game because I had to grind to the point where White Mages were decent. And I remember seeing like multiple White Mage challenges, and I did one myself, but it only lasted a few weeks, and then I moved on to something else. But now, apparently, according to some comments that I read, 4 White Mages is what's used in the speedrun of this game. So apparently they went from being the worst team to the best team. Just from people understanding the game better over time. So it's pretty interesting. Sounds made up. Maybe it is. Maybe I got played. Someone look it up. I remember multiple people in the chat saying that White Mages were good, though. Just later. See, that did sound strange to me, though, because I would believe that White Mages are strong later, and probably have a lot of, like, gimmicky cheese strats. But early on, they're so miserable. I can't imagine what you would do against Garland. Like, I feel like Garland would just always take forever, no matter what. Because White Mages just simply can't do damage at the beginning of the game. But I could totally see where white mages would be fast later. Oh no. Run! I hope that one day, just like the Sonic movie, we get a Final Fantasy movie that's based on this game, because I really want to see a black belt punch a cockatrice out of the sky. Just jump up and punch it to the ground. See you, Kenny. Also, I just realized that those things are just cockatrice, because there wasn't enough room for the letters. Yeah. Yeah, sounds like that comment was a troll. But the sentiment still stands. I think people figured out later that white mages are a bit better than we thought back then. But I still think they'd probably be the worst team, just because the early game would be such a disaster. Let's not listen to the poison sound. Alright, we're almost out. And by almost out, I mean we still have like 2 floors. And we have no healing left. It's gonna be fine. It still irks me how bad thieves are. That's my favorite class. They are just total garbage in this game. Even in the fixed version, they're still not great. Yeah, we killed Vampire, now we're trying to get out. I do not have Warp yet. I bought, I think, Harm 3 instead of Warp. Or no. I bought something for the Black Mage. Because Warp's a Black Mage, though. But I definitely want to buy Warp before I move on, now that I have money. It will be very useful for getting out of dungeons. Well, I had to turn around because I wouldn't have been able to beat him. I mean, maybe. He actually was pretty easy, but I was like completely out of everything and kind of had to turn around. I have 2 Fire 3s now. Let's go. That's weird that he actually got his fire... he got another cast of it, too. I wonder how that happened. Normally, if they go up a level, like, I get the slot, but I don't get another cast right away. Cast them together and cast Fire 6. No. All the dungeons just look kind of similar in this game until you get to, like, the ice dungeon.
You ready? I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep. Down in Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel.
Yo, Lil Juice with the 5 gifted subs. Good timing, because we're just kind of piecing out of this dungeon. Ungfreak with the 3 months, Solstice with the brand new, Ursaron with the brand new, J Gigs with the brand new, and Maximus with the 3 months. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for that. That's very thoughtful. I appreciate it. Alright. Almost there. What is that thing? What? I've only seen like one of these things. How's it going, Miss Alice? This guy's like, how dare you try to exit the dungeon? I'll show you. Oh my god! White Mage did 60 damage. Oh my god, we're so close. Just let me out. Fire 3. Just get me out. Alright, see you, Dean. Thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out. How's it going like that? This is what I think of your stupid gargoyle gang. How's it going, Emblem? Punch that gargoyle. Alright, we made it. I'm using a cabin for safety. Alright, we got the ruby. I believe we give the ruby to the giant, I think. The golem. Either that or we give the ruby to someone else and they give us something for the golem, but I think the ruby is for the golem. I think he eats it. Because that's what golems do, I guess. The golem with the thick butt. If rubies are just cherry-flavored rocks, I feel like we've been spending way too much money for them. How's it going, Lucian? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well today. Also, this fight sucks. Get me out. Fire 3. Fire 3 looks like funny to me because it's F-I-R and then a 3. So it kind of looks like just the word fire, but in leet speak. It's fire, but edgier. Alright. We need to do some shopping. Some mega shopping. But first, Wait, what did that guy say? Something about the vampire being gone? The vampire's gone, but the earth continues to rot. What causes this? I am Jim. I think... Was that the farmer? Sarda does not fear the evils of the cave. I think the farmer actually, like, changed his dialogue, and now he tells me about the rot. Are you the Light Warriors? Alright, so the farmer ended up being a more important character. He just didn't want to talk to us until after we defeated the vampire. Before we defeated the vampire, he's like, meh, I'm just a farmer. And then we beat the vampire, and he's like, oh, I'll talk to you now. Alright, I want warp. Oh, that's right, we can't learn warp. Can't learn warp yet. That's why we didn't learn it. Where the heck is the white mage thing? Not you. Actually, I'm gonna pass on that. I already have 3 magics of that level. We'll see when we get to him, Zaps. We'll do whatever feels necessary. How's it going, Patience? Yeah, I've heard many, many good things about 14's story. So I'm excited for that. This is not where we want to be. I think the Elf Town is going to be the best item shop. Yes, as it says at the top, we're playing all of the most original versions. That's kind of the whole point of the marathon. Yeah, I can't wait for the magic defense bug. Can't wait for Mistile to still be the best armor in the game. In fact, I would make the argument that Mistile is even better on PS1. Because all the armor gives you no magic defense, but Mistile gives you a like 60% chance to dodge magic. So it's like even better. It's even more useful. I'm just gonna learn all these, because they're very cheap. you can only learn 3. What happens if, like... So if you can only learn 3, is that, like, it? I can never learn that other spell now? Or is there a way to, like, forget one? I mean, I would doubt that there would be, like, 4 spells that I would want, but that's just interesting that there's no way to go back. Yeah, I want to say I feel like there was a way to forget it in the PS1 version, but we're gonna buy a couple of these. By a couple, I mean a lot. Bum, 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 bum. Oops. Okay. Now we're set. Should I go to the white mage thing? Actually, check these out too. Out of the way, elf. Elf man. That'll be useful. Now I have 3 different spells to spam. Which I think one of them is another level, right? Yeah, so now I have 4 of these and 3 of these. That gives me a lot more to use. Really, guy? Unbelievable. Let me go this way. I think. This town is such a maze. Do I want anti-fire or heal? Actually, I think I can take both, right? So I don't need harm. Good. Yes, that is the extremely goofy movie on VHS. Shark! It's a game shark. Literally. Shark Week is soon, isn't it? Or is it now? It's this week. Also Sock Week, apparently. I didn't know that was a thing. Was unaware of Sock Week. Does everyone just knit socks all week? Don't forget, if you leave your game, hold reset while you turn power off. Alright, let's go hang out with some golems. No. Oh man, fluffy socks are the best. Advanced Wars went well. Pretty much all the strats went well, except one level I failed twice because the cheese didn't work, so we have to find a more consistent way to do it. But I also accidentally ran into a way better strat for one of the harder levels, so that was nice. And our goal was to get sub 230, and we got it, so that was cool. Now we're going to try to get sub 212, I think, is our next goal. And we're probably going to do one today. I think that's what we'll do after Fantathon today. So do another run. Then maybe some Spyro after that. Should be my new sign-off. See you later, guys, and remember to hold reset before turning power off. I feel like that'd probably just blow your computer up, though. I don't think that's, like, good for computers. I don't think that's the right move. A brand new pair of socks every day. That's interesting. Maybe he had some kind of like foot thing where he didn't want to wear anything dirty on his foot. Like once you wore socks once, that was it. You couldn't wash them. I feel like when it comes to copies of games being glitched, the PS1 had that happen the most, where you could have like a version of the game that was just scratched right in the right spot to like always screw up on a certain spot. I know several people who had Final Fantasy VII discs that would either freeze or skip FMVs if they were scratched right in the right spot. To the point where they actually had to put it in the speedrun rules that like if you have a copy of the disc that skips FMVs, then you can't use it to speedrun, because obviously that would be quicker. So like that's how common that is. If you want pass, give me the ruby. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Mmm, it tastes so sweet. Rubies are my favorite. And then he just disappears. Nothing here. There was a giant golem there, but now he just disappeared into thin air. Not even a peek at the butt. Look at all these chests. Great axe. Poopy money. Poopier money. Silver helmet. Can you use the great axe? No. I can't imagine you can use it. Can't imagine you can use it. You can use it. 3564. 3854. So do I want more damage but less hit percent? Not really. And then we got a silver helmet, which I'm guessing only Ron can equip. That's a lot of wolves. Do you think Square would have gone bankrupt if it weren't for this game? I don't know. Didn't they have some other, didn't they have other popular games at this point? Or was this their first hit? I don't think it was. I don't know what they made before this, though. I don't know, because I don't think, like, Final Fantasy, or I don't think Square Soft had a rich history with, like, Atari or anything before the NES. Like, a lot of the companies we know now, like Activision, got their start on Atari. But I don't know about Square. Yo, Ryan, thank you so much for the 200 bits. It's good to have you here, man. You heard that this was their final attempt at a game, and that's why it was called Final Fantasy? That's interesting. That would be really cool if that was true. They were like, this is it. This is the Final Fantasy. How's it going, Kylan? It's one of those urban legends that, like, you want to be true, so you just kind of say it's true. Like, yeah, it sounds good, so let's say it's true. Thank God they didn't call it Fighting Fantasy. That's a terrible name. Could you imagine if Final Fantasy VII was called Fighting Fantasy VII? And the name of this marathon was Fighting Fantathon? God, that's awful. I don't think I'd even do this marathon if it was Fighting Fantasy. To be honest. That's just awful. Is this like a big dungeon or what? Doesn't sound like it. It sounds nice. No, I think this is just a... This is just a nice area. A nice cave. Nice Merlin wizard here. Use this rod behind the vampire's room. Hiding deep inside, you will find the cause of the earth's rot. Thank you. I will do just that. Why don't you have any goods, though? No goods down here. Are you hiding something in your pots? I can't even go that way. What the... Wee wow. Wee wow. Wee wow. Alright, we get it. Nothing here. I don't want his magic rod. I I want, like, goods. Who cares about key items? I just want loot. Yeah, now I gotta make the trek all the way down that dungeon again. And then even further. But we don't have to fight the vampire. But the vampire was one shot anyway. Even further beyond. Yeah, actually, I should check to see if that is a key item. Or if I can, like, use it. I don't need progression. Progression in my RPG? I honestly wonder how far RPGs would have gotten if Square went under. I mean, surely other companies would have stepped in, but would RPGs be as big as they are today? Like, to the point where every game is an RPG now? Like, every video game? Oh my god, kicking with the $100! What is that gif? That's an awesome Final Fantasy X gif. I love it. Holy cow, kicking. Thank you so much. X2 getting a big boost in votes. Is it in first now? Is that an Arthur meme? I don't know. People have been spending points on tactics all week. Would this channel exist if Final Fantasy didn't become a thing? More than likely, seeing as though I did not Final Fantasy for like 5 years before doing Final Fantasy. But it would certainly look different. Let's go back to the... You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna use a house. I don't feel like going all the way back to the village. See. Oh, Tactics is still in the lead, just barely. I told you, people have been spending all their points on Tactics, so it does not surprise me. Boston, thank you for the 500 bits. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, keep in mind that the top 2 get playthroughs, but the top 10 get plays. So even if Dirge of Cerberus isn't in the top 2, we'll still play some of it. It just won't be a full Let's Play for YouTube. Yeah, X2 is making a fight, dude. Which I'm pretty excited about, because X2 is a fun game. I have to hate it. Just the principle of the thing, I have to hate it. But in terms of the game, just playing it, it's a really fun game. With some amazing music. Like, top tier music. Alright, we're just gonna use a house. So, no offense, but I hate when people call X2 fan service. Because, like, I guess technically, yes, it's fan service. But, like, to me, it's the opposite of fan service. It's more like public service. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, I don't know what else to call it. I agree. But, like, it's not fan service, because it's basically just spitting on the fans. It's more of, like, public, hey, look at this pop star lady service. But yeah, it's like the opposite of fan service. It spits on everyone that liked Final Fantasy for what it was. And liked Final Fantasy X for what it was. Yeah, but that's not, to me, that's not fan service. Fan service is like, everyone liked Final Fantasy X because of Auron. So then you make X-2 a story all about Auron, and it's just like him and nothing else, and he's super powerful, and everyone just bows down to him. That would be fan service. But everything they did in X2 was like the opposite of what the fans wanted. But it was better for the public crowd because, you know, pop star ladies. Backseating is telling me what to do or telling me spoilers. It's a pretty public thing that 99% of streamers hate. But I specifically don't want it for this playthrough because it's going on YouTube and it's supposed to be a casual playthrough of the game showing off everything there is in the game, including not knowing things. There are some games I play that I'm okay with backseating, but for the YouTube playthroughs, I really try to keep it at a very minimum so that the game is the way it should be, like, casually. Kind of time capsuling the game and making it like a playthrough that is similar to everyone else's first playthrough. If that makes sense. I actually really liked Mystic Quest. I know it gets a lot of flack, and it's definitely not a good game. Like, it has a lot of problems. But I enjoyed my playthrough of it. I thought it was fun. It was just a really fun, like, pick up and play, grindy game. It almost felt like an idle game. Where I would just, like, do the fights over and over again and go up levels. Yo, Boston with the 5 gifted subs. Holy cow. Give me some foam in the chat. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Purple. And thanks for asking, by the way. I appreciate it. Boston, thank you for the gifted subs to Lufigs, Wordy, Dominic, Cerberus, and Easy. Cerberus and Easy, 17 months and 16 months. Dominic with the 4 months, Wordy with the 2 months. Yeah, like, it depends on what your definition of fan service is, because some people, if there's women in it, they call it fan service. You know what I mean? to me, fan service is like catering to only the fans and nothing else. And not trying to make like a good game, but just catering to exactly what the hardcore fans want. That to me is fan service. But, you know, there's different definitions. Like, instead of making a good game, you just cater to exactly what the fans want so that they'll play it and, like, be happy that you did that one thing. And, like, the game itself is garbage, though. I mean, fan service can be a good thing, too. Like, it's not always bad. Sometimes fan service is nice. If the game is also good, and then they also put fan service in, then it can be really nice. But I think some people, their definition of fan service is just, you know, lewd. And that's fine. I mean, that's a fine definition. If that's your definition, then yeah, X2 is pretty fan servicey. But under my definition of fan service, I think X2 is like the opposite of fan service. Everyone liked Final Fantasy because it was a different story every time, and they liked how they had to continue to innovate and come up with new ideas, and they liked that 10 was a one-off story with, I don't want to spoil it, but an ending that meant something, and then X2 just throws all that away, and they're just like, let's make another one because it was popular. So, to me, it's like the exact opposite of fan service. It's just making more money because 10 sold well, and throwing away everything that made the series great. And ever since then, they've been throwing away everything that makes the series great. Because X2 also sold well, so they're like, oh, this works. So let's make 70,013 sequels, and let's, like, make MMOs, and... Like, I really wish X2 had sold terribly. Because if X2 had sold terribly, then they would have realized, like, oh, we should stick to our formula of doing something different each time and not revisiting the plots. But, unfortunately, X2 is actually a good game, even though it threw away everything about Final Fantasy. In its own vacuum, X2 is actually a pretty good game, so it sold really well. And so... it was hard to... It was hard to, it was hard to argue, like, it worked and it sold, so... Yeah. But truthfully, X2 is the beginning of the end for me. And I still really love 12. And I have a feeling that even though I dislike MMOs, I think I'm going to enjoy 14. And a lot of people enjoy 14. I don't think 14 is a bad game or anything. And I don't think that 13 was bad either. When it came out, I really enjoyed 13. So, like, it's not like every game after X2 is garbage. It's just... I think X2 is the beginning of the end because it's when they started thinking like, oh, we can make 13 sequels and, you know, we can let loose. The fans don't mind if we throw away Final Fantasy and just make it a money fest. And so it's kind of the beginning of the end for me. For what I personally enjoyed of the series. Also, I need to heal because... How's it going, Fox? How's it going, Sora? Good to see you. I don't think that's true, Boston. 11 is still running after all these years. Granted, they relaunched it, but... I'd have to imagine that 14 will be running for the next quite a while. And we should get to it within 2 years, hopefully. Right. But I mean, 11 has been running for how many years now? Like 15 years or something? When did 11 come out? 2002? 2003? 2004? It's on my page. Oops. But yeah, if 11's been around for that long, 14 will be around for a while. Oh, God. This ain't it. This ain't what we want. So, 11 came out in 2003. And it's still going, so. It's been around for 17 years. We actually killed them all without getting stoned. How many hours? We were on episode 12, so we're about 14 hours in. What game am I looking forward to the most? 6. I'm also really looking forward to 5, because I played 5 for a few hours a long time ago and really liked it and then never returned to it, so I have this kind of like lingering desire to play it again, you know? Like it feels unfinished to me in my brain, like I want to finish it after playing it once. I'm excited for all of them, though. I was excited for this one because I really like this one. I'm excited for 2 because I played a bit of it and then never returned to it. I'm excited for 3 because it's going to be really different. It's going to be on the DS. I'm excited for 4 because it's supposed to be really good. I'm excited for 5 because I played it before. I'm excited for 6 because it's the one that I've always wanted to play. I'm excited for 7 because it's 7. I guess maybe 8 is maybe the one I'm least excited for, just because we just played through it twice. It will be funny to play through it on the original, though, and look at how bad it looks. But, and I mean, I always like playing through 8, especially for the music. It's just that we just played through it twice, so that's probably the one I'm least excited for, but I'm still excited for it. 9 I'm really excited for, because it's one of my favorites. 10 I'm excited for, because it's my 3rd favorite game. 11 I'm excited for, because it's going to be a very different experience. 12 I'm excited for, because I really like 12 a lot. And the post-game is like my favorite post-game in the series. 13 is another one I'm a little bit worried about, because I tried to return to 13 like 2 years ago and it just didn't feel the same. It felt like it aged really poorly to me. Something about it, I just was really bored playing it. So I hope I have a better experience with 13 this time. And then 14 is supposed to be amazing, and I'm excited for that one. And then 15 we're not going to play, right? So... Yo, Deluge, thank you so much for the 14 months. Thanks, man. Thanks for using your Twitch Prime, I appreciate it. Yeah, I had a weird experience with 13. So, when... do I have to, like, actually select the rod? Yeah. So, like I said before, when 13 came out, I actually went to the midnight release. And I got the version with the strategy guide, and I went home and I played the crap out of it every day for like 3 weeks and loved it. And I did the post game and I did the platinum, and like I never got bored. I remember a lot of people online running to forums and being like, 13 is so bad, haha, hallway 13, lol, Rafflecopter. And there were like videos coming out of like how linear it was and how terrible it was, and it ruined Final Fantasy forever, and Square Enix is garbage. And I remember just kind of sitting there playing it and just being like, I like this. Like, this is fun. I like it. The linearity of it didn't bother me. I didn't feel like it was linear at all. I still argue to people with this day about how it's not linear. I like the music a lot. The only thing I really disliked about 13 was the characters, but I was able to look past that because some of the characters were tolerable enough. But I liked 13, and I played it and loved it, and then put it down and never played it again. And then was it 2 years ago or 1 year? I think it was 2 years ago. We were doing a Christmas special for 8 Live. And the gimmick behind the Christmas special was that my wife picked random games off my shelf and gift wrapped them. And then every day we opened one and we played it. And one of the games that she randomly picked was Final Fantasy 13. And I unwrapped it. I was like, oh boy, 13. I haven't played this in a long time. This will be fun. And I put it in, and we played it for about an hour, and I was bored to tears. And I'm not sure what it was about it, but I just... And I remember 13's early game being a bit slow, so maybe that was why. But I just remember, like, oh, I was so bored. I was like, I can't play this anymore, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I'm gonna, this is like painful playing through this. So I don't know if I'm gonna have that kind of experience again when we get to it on Final Fantathon or not. But for some reason, it just really did not go well when I tried to replay it. We also played Lightning Returns for Trophy Quest. I did get the Platinum for Lightning Returns. That game is one of the most frustrating games I've ever played. But it did have its good moments. But one of the most frustrating games I've ever played in my life. I've never yelled so much playing a game. Like, I didn't yell that much playing Final Fantasy 15. 15 was not as frustrating. It was just boring. 13 was, or Lightning Returns was frustrating. I was upset the majority of the time I played that game. And 13 too, I played a bit of and thought it was pretty good actually, but I never finished it. 13 too also had some really good music. I'd like to go back and play 13-2 one day. Maybe we will for the marathon. How's it going, Darth? Why is this area so empty? Oh god, what is that? Giant? That looks like a... looks like a genie or something. Doesn't look like a giant. Also, how'd this imp get down here? It's kind of random. Give him some ice. It's Shrek. Hero Matt, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. You can use your Twitch Prime for a free sub anywhere on the website. So I really do appreciate it when people use it here. So thank you. Free sub from Subway. You could get a cold cut combo. You could get a meatball sub. Anything you want. Is this it? This doesn't look like it. Also, I'm out of cures. Well, I have cure 3, but I'd rather save that for life. So I'm going to use some of my 10,000 healing potions that I bought, specifically for this reason.